I'm sorry, I thought I saw baby Jesus in the back. We're good now, we're good. Please welcome to the stage, Hoot Brooks. That's right, it's Hoot. I think his daddy's an owl. Hoot, 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 Hoot Brooks.
Thank you. Oh, I've had a better time at this open mic than I have at any other. How about anybody else here? Okay. And I'm very grateful to be here. I've been wanting to check this place out for a while. I left work in Raleigh a while ago. I punched the address in my GPS, and it tells me 931 miles to Clayton. So I'll be honest, I had to speed a little bit to get here. And the damn low fuel light was on the whole time. So I want to tell you all the story about how sometimes all it takes to start a war is a wrong turn and a pissed off teenager. The teenager I'm going to tell you about, his name was Gavrilo, which translates to Gabriel, so I'm just going to call him Gabe. Gabe grew up in one of those little pissant countries we don't care about. It's Bosnia, and his parents from nearby in Serbia. Back then, Austria had kind of annexed Bosnia and Serbia, so everybody he grew up with, friends and neighbors, family, all thought the Austrians should just go home. He got thrown out of high school. He tried to get all of his classmates to join something called the Young Serbs, and I mean all of them. He was going classroom to classroom, banging on the doors. So by the time he was 19, he was ripe to fall in with the wrong people. There was a group of Serbian military that wanted to assassinate the Archduke of Austria, and they basically got these kids to do their dirty work for them. They got 7 of these guys. They gave them some weapons and a plan. They called them the Black Hand because you got to have a scary name. Same principle as the Dread Pirate Roberts, if you remember that movie. But so it's July afternoon, just a little over 100 years ago. It's a parade in Sarajevo. The Archduke Franz Ferdinand and his wife Sophie. They're coming down the street in the procession. They pass by the first of these 7 guys that are stationed along the way. The first guy decides he's not going to throw his bomb. There's too many people around, whatever excuse he had. They pass by the second guy, and he's not feeling it either. He doesn't throw his bomb. They go to the third guy. This sounds like the 3 Little Pigs yet. They go by the third guy. His name was Jubrilovich. He's got a grenade, and he tosses it, and it lands under the car. But it's a shitty 1914 grenade. They take 10 seconds to go off. World War II, they took 7 seconds. In Vietnam, they took 3 seconds. But 1914, 10 seconds is long enough for the car to drive away. The car behind them pulls up over it. It goes off. Doesn't kill anybody, but it wounds about 20 people. 10 seconds is also long enough for Jubrilovich to run away. This guy's also just 19. He has this all planned out. He has this cyanide pill that they gave him. He takes his pill, and he jumps off a bridge, and he lands in 6 inches of water, and he pukes up the poison. And the police grab him, drag him to the station, and all along the way, the crowd beats the shit out of him. So by this time, the mission is pretty much over. All the guys had given up at this point. Gabe went to get a sandwich. The Duke had got out of the car, went to check on his friends. They're on the way to the hospital. The Duke and Sophie are going to follow them to the hospital. So all the cars take off to the hospital, but suddenly the Duke's car turns right because the chauffeur was still on the parade route. They yell at him to stop, and he stops 4 feet away from where Gabe was waiting on his sandwich. Gabe was the one they'd given the pistol, so he point blank range. It's really easy. Take out the Duke, take out Sophie, and they say this is the day that was the tipping point that started World War I, and that's just getting started. World War I leads to World War II. Billions of dollars, millions of lives, the invention of nuclear weapons. And Gabe never got his sandwich. Thank you very much. the history major still here somewhere? Thank you. Thanks.